this time, our next awardee goes to Black Lives Matter activists. Would you please come forward and accept the Social Justice Award?
Then I'll talk fast. There's 5 of us, that's a minute apiece. So first of all, thank you very much to the John George Democratic Club for this award on behalf of the Black Friday 14. There's a war being waged on Black life, all Black life. Black women, Black men, Black children, Black queer and trans folk. And it's not this faraway thing that's happening in Ferguson or New York or Baltimore. It's happening right here in Oakland. Since June, the Oakland Police Department has killed 6 Black men. That's about 1 every 14 or 15 days. And if we look at the Bay Area in totality, we're talking about a Black person's life being stolen by law enforcement like once or twice a week. That's just since June. And in Oakland in particular, we're being asked to believe that every one of those 6 murders that happened was justified. Even the brother, Demarie Hogg, who was sleeping in his car. No threat to the police. My daughter and his daughter are best friends. I drive her to school every single morning. He was a loving man, a father who showed up to school, who helped his daughter with her homework, who came to the basketball games. He was a human being. There was a war being waged on Black life. And that's why the 14 of us, along with many, many other supporters who never get the props or the credit that they deserve, helped us shut down the West Oakland BART station. Our goal was to hold the space for 4.5 hours. 4 hours for the length of time that Mike Brown was left in the street like an animal as he bled out. And 28 minutes, because at that time, once every 28 hours, a Black man, woman, or child was murdered by law enforcement, security guards, and vigilantes. That number now, since the Black Lives Matter movement has kicked off and law enforcement is pushing back, is up to 1 every 8 or 9 hours. That's a genocide. If that was happening in any other country, there have been meetings at the White House, talks about financial aids or invading the country to stop what dictators were doing to their people, but this has happened right here in America. Now we need Oakland to stand behind us. Our district attorney, Nancy O'Malley, is determined to see these charges through. We were successful thanks to community support to force BART to drop the ransom. They wanted $70-something thousand from us. We got them, we shamed them, y'all shamed them into letting that go. But Nancy O'Malley is standing her ground. A few years earlier, I was part of an action that was primarily white people. I think myself and 2 of my comrades were the only other Black people. We shut down the BART in response to the murder of Charles Hill. We shut it down for way longer than the Black Friday 14 were able to hold that space. We interrupted traffic for 2 days. Nothing. We walked away with no charges. But this action, all Black led, all Black held, Nancy O'Malley is determined to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. We are mothers, we are students, we are farmers, we are activists, we are organizers, we are people that have committed our lives to making Oakland a better place for everybody. These are the people that your district attorney wants to send to jail or extort large amounts of money from. We need you to call Nancy O'Malley, email Nancy O'Malley, fax Nancy O'Malley, tell her to drop the charges, and keep our story alive. A lot of times we're in conversation with people in the community, they say, oh, really, there's still charges? Yes, there are still charges, we're still fighting. Talk to your friends, put on the social media feed. We need Oakland support. Thank you so much for this award. We're incredibly honored and we love you, Oakland.
I just want to give a shout out to Walter and to our legal team who has really held us down. I really feel like Kat really, said it all. I mean, the war on our people is a multifaceted war, as people have talked about, right? We see police terror as a part of that, but the rising rents that we're seeing, the fact that housing is not seen as a human right is a part of, the state's attack on our people, healthcare, education, the list goes on and on. The access to, or the denial of access to basic humanity is appalling, and we really need people to stand up for all of those issues as well, and really just stand, for Black lives. And when we're saying Black Lives Matter, we're saying Black Lives Matter also. Black Lives Matter too, right? Because people make the assumption, folks are like, yeah, all lives matter. Well, all lives will matter when Black lives actually matter. We're talking about all lives, right? We're talking about poor Black lives, we're talking about differently able Black lives, we're talking about incarcerated Black lives, trans Black lives, we're talking about Black babies, Black women, Black children. We're talking about all Black people, Black immigrants. We are talking about all Black people, and that's what this movement is about. And when we took when we shut down the BART that day, that was for us starting here in the Bay Area, our chapter that's continued to grow and grow since then. And we're just, inspired by the community support. We want to, again, ask for you to continue to support us, especially putting that pressure on Nancy O'Malley. She really needs to hear it. She really needs to feel it. But not just Nancy O'Malley, we really need to make sure that a lot of the elected officials are actually putting forward actual policies that are going to help and help Black folks. Right? Because what we're not seeing is enough action being taken, right? They can take quick action, like the mayor can take quick action to impose a curfew, or they can take quick action to deny us our basic rights and deny us democracy in terms of speaking at city council meetings, but they won't take quick action to address this crisis that we have here in Oakland. And so what we really need our elected officials to do here in Oakland, especially a lot of the ones who are sponsors of this event, and locally and statewide and nationwide, to really realize that we're in a state of emergency in this city, in our nation, and that we need to take some quick action right now. So whatever you can do, whatever petitions you want to start, whatever actions you want to take, we need people to do that now. Now is the time. When we look back on this moment, it's going to be a significant moment in history, and you want to be on the right side of justice, which I think is why all of you are here today. So looking forward to seeing all of y'all in the streets or somewhere else, but take action. Black Lives Matter. Much love. Thank you for the award.